Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the ATL. Once the terminus of the Western and Atlantic Railroad, where the sound of that train horn can still be heard inside the magnificent Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Tonight we begin the final stretch. Week 16 starts here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Atlanta Falcons. On the visiting sideline, their head coach. His guys, losers a week ago, trying to turn things around here. On the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of the team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure. And he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. They'll run on first down. Groves. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Gentry. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And 3rd and 8 now. Back to throw. Gentry. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5".
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week.
1st and 10 at the 35.
A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. The numbers in last week's ball game for Robinson. 15 carries, 71 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
Quick throw there is incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on it, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards. Play fake. Pierce. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there. 26 yards.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll run with Robinson. And he stopped immediately there. That's going to go as a loss loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up second and goal at the 10-yard line.
Looking to throw. Pierce. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play. And this brings up a 3rd and goal. They'll try and do that. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Not what you wanted there. It goes as a sack and a loss of a yard. And now it's 4th and goal.
But it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So no problems at all on that one. And you know there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
On first down, Groves. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Off play action. Gentry. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
6 yards to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
That's good.
8 yards, first down as they're able to convert.
And an 8-yard pickup. And an Eagle first down.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Second down and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. Up the middle they go. Groves. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Back to throw. Gentry. And his throw is going to be incomplete. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
And an Eagle first down.
The Eagles had 8-6 now on the year. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
They hand off to their big tight end. And this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Falcons able to muster together a goal line stand. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to them. 11 yards and a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Off the play fake. Pierce. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Pick up a 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Looking to throw. Pierce. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line.
It's a gain of 8. And the Falcons, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down. Looking middle, and that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2 at the 31-yard.
Back to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 50 catches for him now on the year. He's got a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Into space at the 45. And all the way out to the 46. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football. From the 46, here's 2nd and a couple. As they've got it as we resume action. Now an option play on 2nd down. And he slides to avoid the hit. Give him 4 yards as he does it himself, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Robinson up the middle. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Back to throw. Pierce. That is caught. And he has another 1st down as they get the ball down to the Eagles' 21.
It's a gain of 21 yards.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Yards to go.
Looking to throw. Pierce. He's got his target. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. Back to the ground with Robinson. Down at the 2. Broke through the first contact, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line. Operating from the gun. Pierce. Touchdown! A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons drive the entire length of the field, 99 yards for the score. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Now for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays. And the gadget play gets him into the end zone. And able to get this out to the 25. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Gentry. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Bijan Robinson and the Falcons back onto the field. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
Short throw to Smith. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. That's out wide here for Robinson. And it'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
And he went backwards. They'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Pierce. Here's a screen for Robinson. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
It's a gain of 20. And the Falcons, first down.
They'll run this one right with Robinson. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Robinson again. But he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he won't get to the line of scrimmage as they push him back to the 2. The Falcons on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Touchdown, Falcons! A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Falcons are able to extend their lead. In the 2nd quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game. And I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0.
Eagles nothing.
Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
55 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. Gentry. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Looking to throw. Gentry. Complete. It's Johnson. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
At the 38-yard line.
Back to throw. Gentry. Got his man complete over the middle. That's a Aguirre. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 30-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
That's good.
His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Throw right side here, going to be incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
At the 20-yard line.
Looking to throw. Gentry. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Well, the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Operating from the gun. Gentry. And it's caught. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Falcons 2-yard line.
Back to throw. Gentry. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Brings up 3rd and
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Eagles! A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Falcons offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. Throwing to start the drive. Pierce. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Operating from the gun. Pierce. And it's a short one here. Complete to the tight end. So from the 36 now. First and 10.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Looking to throw. Pierce. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It leads to second and 10.
Back to throw. Pierce. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll come up now, 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Operating from the gun. Pierce. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And a throw right sideline is complete. He's going to be brought down there in the field of play, and the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Final 3 weeks of the season are already upon us, and I'll come out and say it. It's when playoff teams become also-rans, and also-rans become playoff teams. Let's dive in. Our look around the NFL starts now. In the Pacific Northwest, the Seahawks at home to take on their NFC West rivals, the 49ers. And this is the Niners quarterback. He was slinging it all night long. This one of 6 touchdown passes on the evening. The Niners run their winning streak to 5 straight as they get another W. Next up, let's go out to Glendale, Arizona, checking in on the Cardinals as they play host to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And this is the Bucs wideout. One of his 2 touchdown catches in the game coming right here. The Buccaneers get the victory here. They win it by 10. Lastly, we go to Indianapolis. It's the Colts taking on the Tennessee Titans. And this is Drake May. He had a heck of a game. This, one of 2 touchdown passes. He also ran for a score. The Titans get it done within the division as they come away with the victory. With that, time for a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. Things getting interesting now as the regular season starts to wind down. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half as we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. And Charles, they've got the lead. Second. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. But the Falcons were able to recover, so they will keep possession. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Here comes third down and 7.
That's a gain of 3.
Looking to throw. Pierce. Well, from the middle of the field, he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Falcons, first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. No gain on the play. And that'll bring up second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's third and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up third and
back to throw. Pierce. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
The Falcons send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Call out a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And it will be Eagles football, first and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. The RPO, he completes it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
13 yards. First down, Eagles.
Looking to throw. Gentry. He finds his man. Complete. It's Aguirre. Here's a second and 8. 2
yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 44-yard line.
Off the bootleg. Gentry. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw. Gentry. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And they run the option on second down. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. but apparently it was. And now it's third down.
From the gun on third down, Pierce. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. Fielded at the 33. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Eagles will have it, taking over first and 10. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
The defense, they brought the house. That O-line, they were overwhelmed.
To put it mildly, because they didn't have enough bodies to block all the guys that came at them. Their best move, well, they would have been better served, just turn around and yell, "Look out!" because here they come.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So third down, and the Falcons going with a dime, 6 defensive backs. Operating from the gun, Gentry. He'll hit Jackson, complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Groves. And showcasing those strong legs on that run. Getting through one tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there.
It's a game of 9.
They'll keep it on the ground. Groves. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They'll try and run for it. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you punt the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
Now they'll fake it here on the end around and instead look to throw. To the left side, pass caught by Thornton. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Hand off now to Robinson. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 43 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Back to Robinson now on first down. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
Falcons, first down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it's second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 25-yard line.
Looking to throw. Pierce. Touchdown. A great play there. touchdowns now on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Off play action. Casey. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first. 4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. Back to throw now on 1st down. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 2nd down and inches. Out of his hands quick to Jackson. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 32-yard line. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they turn that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 8. Back to throw. Casey. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
That's another Eagles 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they look to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect it. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And will be intercepted. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here and maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Landry, the receiver, in motion left. Now here's a fake on the jet sweep, and a give to Robinson. He fights forward for only about a yard after the 21.
At the 21-yard line.
Motion into the backfield. They'll fake the end around and look to throw it. Calling a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Looking to put a drive together. On the ground, it's Jenkins to start the drive. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. 2nd down in the yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Operating from the gun, Gentry. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
Yard gain on the play. That's good for an Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 40.
Looking to throw, Gentry. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. That's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
The Falcons ready to take over. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, Patrick, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to flush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll go with the keeper. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right out the 10.
And when all you want to do is keep your drive going, quarterback sneak's a great call, isn't it? Pick it up, get a new set of downs.
And on 3rd down, usually you pick 4th down quarterback sneak. There, though, it worked on 3rd. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 11-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this one too low. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Operating from the gun. Pierce. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
A gain of 7 yards. It's 4th down and goal.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 9 now. sack. Down he goes.
And it's third down.
From the gun on third down. Casey. Under pressure, and they got to him again. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Atlanta regains possession of the football. And now, following the desperation turnover on downs, they're set up with a first and goal to go. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
A 4-yard gain brings up second and goal at the 5.
Operating from the gun, Pierce. Touchdown, Falcons! From 4 yards out. And the Falcons stretch this fourth quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
Point after, right down the middle. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try to pick themselves back up.
Eagles first down. A gain of 19 yards.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Johnson's got it complete. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he gives himself up, but not before he gets the conversion. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
15 yards. That's another Eagles first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And they work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Atlanta, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, Their playoff hopes take a big hit as they fall to 8-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.